Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Tuesday night live with 4C Comics. I am always Jeff Dunn. I'm always Jeff Dunn. I can't be anybody else. I am joined here by I love that laugh, Mr. Bacon, Mr. Becker, and Mr. Carson.
I'm usually Becker.
If we were a report card, I would be bringing up the rear with the D. One C, couple of B's. It's pretty good.
I don't think that meant what you think it meant.
Listen.
You stay away from my rear and your D.
Next time, don't say stuff like that while I'm just taking a sip.
Sorry, but if I paused for every time you were drinking, I'd never get a talk.
All right, you have a very good point.
Wow, Becker is on it today.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
he's up. Let's go.
Ken got my juices flowing before the show.
He did. He showed him some old comics, and all of a sudden, Becker's perked up a bit. He's about
he sat up straight.
The camera.
He's going to be calling me tomorrow. He'll be like, Ken, can I see?
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah. Well, that's not why we're here. We're not here to make jokes, even though we're going to. We're not here to arouse each other, even though we're going to do that too. We are here because we are going to be joined by the newest member of the 4C family, and he's going to be doing some sketching tonight. We're going to sell some live art, and let's bring on Matt. Matt Horak, how are you doing, buddy?
Hello. Where's my hand? There it is.
Here, there. It's over. Yeah, there it is. What is going on, Chris? I see you're drawing a little something on the table now. What do you got? What do you got going there? Just doing a little doodle?
Yeah, Conan sketch cover.
Nice.
Well,
let's see.
I've erased it about 50 times.
Oh, well, you got to get it right. I mean, that's why don't be too much of a perfectionist, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're going to be doing some live sketching tonight, guys. We're going to put those deals up on here. I don't know if Ken's made a crawl for that yet. So let's see. He's not yet. He's going to do that in a second. But for those of you who are new to the 4C channel, maybe I can get him to throw up the rules. We are a live claim sketch show, guys. So what we do is we're going to put up a banner of some kind. It's going to say something like, just claim Matt Horak. When we do that, you are going to, in the claim, type chat and hit send. And what's going to happen is if it's 3 or less claims, we're going to give the first person who we read claim gets the claim. If it's more than 3, we take the first 5. We put you guys in a wheel spin. We just want to make it nice and fair. We don't want somebody whose internet's faster than everybody else's to always get the claims. So it's the fairest way to give everybody a shot at it. If you've never bought from us before, please message us at 4ccomicart@gmail.com, or you can, if you're on Facebook, you can messenger Chris Bacon or Ken Carson, and they can do your invoicing for you. And there you go. That's all the news.
Like the great statesman Abraham Lincoln once said, 4% processing, $25 shipping.
That's right. That's right. It was right after. It was during that Gettysburg Address. He said that.
Yep. 4 score and 4% processing, 25.
We're gonna change this to 4 score comics. It's gonna change the world. All right. And we also have, guys, we have some art that we're going to be debuting on the show tonight. So if you guys if you like Spider-Man, if you like Deadpool, if you like lots of different art, we've got a bunch of published art that Matt has been nice enough to send over to Ken's Casa de 4C to show off for you guys. And we'll be offering that up tonight too. So I hope everybody's doing well. I see Human Spiders out there. I see Jason Harris. I see Marcus is there. Marcus, I hope you got my email. I did mail out your piece you got from me last week with the tracking for you. We are doing headshots, guys, 9x12 or on a blank for $100.
If you buy a blank, then you get a blank.
Yeah, well,
it's Matt stock.
Yeah, I've got.
They're only $75 each.
My studio is in a comic book store, so I have a giant stack of blanks. Thor, Blade, Dracula.
He's got the goods.
Batman. I think there's some Batgirl. Batman Year One.
Nice.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Spider-Man. Howard. Oh no, Green Lantern. Ugh. Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Very cool.
Green one.
A green one that's not Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Yeah, of course, Deadpool. Flash, all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And the pages are from all kinds of stuff I've done. Spider-Man, Deadpool, Punisher, Black Panther, a couple covers.
Yeah, we got a wide range of stuff tonight, guys. So let's see. So we do have a claim available. So if anybody would like to claim something, go ahead and type claim into the chat and we will get that party started. Let's see. Until then, we can start showing off some art.
All right. As you guys know, I have not been home much over the last few weeks. So forgive me for not having these preloaded. But today's my second day home in a row in 6 weeks.
Mm.
So it's been a bit of a trip.
Hey, Garbilius and Jonathan and PJ, we have a claim up there. Oh, I think PJ is actually claiming.
PJ's claiming what? But and somebody want to ask if we have any examples of headshots.
No, just wing it. No, I have some. Give me 1 second.
I have some here too.
There you go.
Well, I think we're going to give the first one to PJ. So first,
I think PJ's definitely got the claim. So PJ, just let us know what character you would like, and we will.
I don't have to go digging.
You're fine. And then if you want to put that on a blank, or if you want to get that on a comic, let us know.
This is actually a 15-minute head sketch.
Oh,
with a Sharpie on a backing board. So imagine that, but better.
yeah. Hold on, I know I've got one.
Same thing with that one.
Wow. Hold on.
15 minutes. Those are 15-minute sketches. So these will be a little more detailed.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit more because I did these after I did a handful last time I was on, and then I was having fun with them, so I did a couple more.
Nice.
And I tried to keep it to 15, but that's not an issue tonight. This is going to be a much nicer piece.
I gotta figure out. I've got a lovely Matt Horak sketch. I just got to figure out where I put it. But PJ says, "How about Spider Bot? What is Spider Bot? That sounds interesting."
Spider-Bot, yeah. I did a Spider-Bot strip for Marvel Infinity, the scrolling one. Yeah.
So there you go, Spider-Bot it is.
Cool. All right, 1 second. Wait, where'd they go?
Well, let's see. So Facebook appears to be working tonight, guys. I did get it, although Bacon is having some issues with it. But that's all right. At least one of us has got it to pop up, which means if we can get to it, you guys can get to it. So if anybody out there is watching us on Facebook, you can. We've been having some trouble the last couple of weeks. They've been screwing around with it.
It just doesn't come to the chat anymore?
Well, I mean, usually I used to get lots of notifications for it, and then all of a sudden, the last couple of weeks, I couldn't find it. I couldn't get it. And apparently, it worked last week, but I was seeing very little input on that. And today, it popped right up. And so you never know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I figured out the reason, but I'll talk with Ken about that later.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Problem solutions. That's what we're doing.
I definitely figured out the reason. If you guys are on our like page, not our group, our like page, that's where you can find the Facebook link. For some reason, it is not going to our group.
Craziness.
Found them.
Ooh, look at that. Spider-Bot. Look at that.
And we think this is probably the first appearance of Venomized Aunt May, which is fun.
Hey, there you go.
And Venomized Spider-Bot as well.
Venom gets around.
Mm-hmm. Another little one.
There you go. Nice. Lots of pages. Very cool.
Oh, there I am. Yeah. My daughter, I have a 2.5-year-old daughter who watches the Spidey and His Amazing Friends show on Disney. And the Spider Bot's in there. Her name's Tracy, though, there. Is it on 9x12 or a blank?
Let's see. PJ, 9x12 or a blank, buddy? Let us know.
The blanks are an extra 10. Is that correct, Ken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But some people like blanks, and it's worth $10 to him to get it on a blank. He's got lots of blanks. Let's see if he has a Spider-Man.
I've got to buy it from the comic store first.
Right. Batman. We got Spectacular Spider-Man, which would work.
There you go.
Shadow of the Green Goblin.
Ooh, that's a nice blank. I like that.
The green one. That's it.
Or a 9x12.
I do have Venom too, Black Venom one.
The Shadow of the Green Goblin, is that a green cover?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen
PJ also said if you would rather do a Spider-Punk instead, you can go for that. So.
Well, I was thinking Spider-Bot as a head sketch is kind of cheaty because it's essentially a full body sketch, unless I just don't draw the legs.
Hey, listen.
But,
we had somebody
You
who
like
tried
all
to
the hell out
do
of that,
that.
buddy.
You remember Balam had to do, somebody asked for a Modoc, and all he did was the face. He was like, nope, you're not getting it. I'm not drawing the little arms and legs. He just did the face. I was like, that's all right. That's a way.
That was something.
Let's see.
oh,
Oh, he said, yeah. I said, okay, let's see. He said, oh, scratch all that. Got to go for a Green Goblin on the green blank. Very cool.
That's
all
a
right.
pretty cool blank.
that is a good
I
idea.
don't think I've seen that blank before.
Nice.
I think it was last week, actually.
Oh, it's fresh, new to. Oh, wow.
Nice.
See?
All right. Green Goblin.
Nice. Yeah, I was telling Ken I went to a comic book store yesterday out of town, and they had a bunch of quarter books and a bunch of 50-cent books, and then they had a whole bunch of blanks in one of those boxes. And I was like, oh, are these 50 cents? She's like, oh, no, they're just in the wrong box. And I was, if I had been a lesser person, I would have fought with her. But I was like, all right, well, I told her, I was like, you better move these, though. It's a little, you can't have something that says it's priced this much and then say, oh, no, not those. Sorry.
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean, she just
I
lost.
need to look.
At a quarter a piece, she lost $30 worth of business from me. I'm telling you. Let me tell you what. And probably saved a few $100.
Well, Matt's doing this. You want me to show some OA?
Yeah. We can flip back and forth. It's going to be kind of hard to see.
A lot of this is fresh to market. Matt has never really sold a lot of his OA. So the first group I have here is, do you guys remember the Spider-Man Deadpool comic?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Some Spider-Man Deadpool goodness.
It's a little tiny Deadpool foot.
Yeah, look at it.
Look at that little foot.
Yeah, a little foot.
Liefeld passed on this when he saw it, and he heard that there was a mistake.
So those two goons that he's webbing up there,
Yeah.
they are like basically just background characters, or well, there's a Marvel Fanfare issue that Jim Starlin drew where the Thing is in, like, I forget, some dark dimension or whatever, fighting all these demons, and those two are from in there. I kind of just used their character designs.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what issue of Marvel Fanfare?
I can't remember. It's yeah, I don't know. It's got a Starlin cover. I think it's when the Hulk. It's a Hulk Thing crossover type story. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Ken, what was the first one from? What issue was the first one from?
First one is Spider-Man Deadpool number 42, page 11.
There you go.
This one is Spider-Man Deadpool number 35, page 6, which has a lot of.
Yeah, Silk, Mockingbird,
Wow.
Husk.
Yeah.
Shark.
Oh, very cool.
This one's pretty cool. I think so many people might jump on this one.
Well, we haven't given a price. So the price is on the first. What was the price on the first one?
Price on the first one was $250.
$250 on the first one, and then the two sharks was $200.
This one is from Spider-Man Deadpool 35, page 9. This one is $350.
Oh, it's got a lot of Spidey and a lot of Deadpool.
And a Spidey high five.
That's right.
The pointing thing. There's a lot of good stuff on that. Look at battle damage Spider-Man. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, no, he's an old Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's old man Spider-Man.
Old man Spider-Man. This one is also $350. This is from Spider-Man Deadpool 35, page 10. So I guess it's the next one.
Yeah. Nice.
This one is Spider-Man Deadpool issue 36, page 14. This is a double page splash of Deadpool crashing his vehicle into Galactus.
It's oh,
Yeah, well, full page splash.
stolen helicarrier.
With Deadpool on the back.
Yeah. Right into Galactus.
Well, technically a Galactus LMD piloted by Chameleon.
This one is Spider-Man Deadpool 36, page 3. Some Galactus.
Oh, that's
in there.
cool.
Yeah, look at that.
You don't see Galactus in a lot of pages.
So that's a model decoy of Galactus, huh?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
This is Spider-Man Deadpool 36, page 4. One more.
Got him all webbed up. Nice.
That's not,
Oh, and he breaks it. Nice.
that's not gonna work.
That's a cool one. I like that page.
36, page 5. Got Spidey up there, all webbed up.
And there's Chameleon.
Mm.
And we got issue 36, page 6.
Oh, more sharks.
Sure. This actually has a patch in the back, too.
Nice. Extra
So
art.
who's in this lower panel?
Which one?
Oh, I was just looking to see who was in it.
So that's the two sharks. I think it's Bruce and Deborah. Silk, Mockingbird. That's Husk. That's all.
Okay, that's us. Paige Guthrie.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Issue 36, page 7.
The Manphibian. I forget what that Shield agent. He's an android too.
Clay
Cow.
Quartermain.
The Vampire Cow.
You know what's funny? Matt might be the first creator that can actually tell us who the characters are and everything. Usually they just go, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. I'm loving. So, I did you get like some? It sounded like from what you did with the Marvel fanfare, like Easter egg there. Do you find yourself doing that kind of stuff a lot?
Yeah,
I like that.
As much as I can get away with it. It used to be, guys did it all the time. I always loved that the Impossible Man versus Warlock annual that Alan Davis drew.
I'm a huge Impossible Man fan.
Yeah. So I always like that stuff. So I've done a handful of things. I've put other creators and people I know in.
That's cool.
I've put whenever there's a few kind of happens in scripts that you need two guys for whatever reason, just for story reasons, like two guards or whatever. So I've used Nick Frost and Simon Pegg a bunch of times.
That's great. Is there anybody that you haven't gotten to use for a cameo or an Easter egg that you want to?
No, not that I can think of. It's kind of like, oh, I could do something here. It kind of is dictated by whatever the story is doing and whatever I need to accomplish that I can add without taking away from it too much. Or
I know some people say they like to throw people in the crowds and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that whole arc on Spider-Man Deadpool was about LMDs, so a bunch of it was just having LMDs of all different heroes and villains. So I could literally draw whoever I wanted to in whatever costume I wanted to, too. I could do the old classic costumes and stuff, which is why a lot of those characters are in there. And then there's a whole, these issues will probably end up being offered at some point, but there's a whole sequence where the LMDs become Deadpools. So there's a whole bunch of different Deadpools of different Marvel characters in some of the pages, which is kind of fun to do.
That's great. I'm just surprised you didn't pick Speedball.
Speedball?
I am not surprised that you didn't pick Speedball.
Well, in one of those pages at the end, you can see it. The Galactus LMD battles a giant Voltron kaiju LMD of all these different characters mixed together, which I'm not sure. I might have, I don't know where those pages are. They must not be in that issue.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing those.
I guess I shouldn't talk about pages we're not offering.
Let the people.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if anyone out there, if there is a page you're interested in from something I've done, it's worth a shot to ask. Contact us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we'll see. It may not be available. It may be available.
Yeah, Matt has kept a lot of his work, guys. So he does have quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have all the pages that he gave me on 4C by the end of the week. 4CComicArt.com.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Yeah. So you can check them out in a little closer.
Yep.
There's the pencils.
Wow.
Human Spider asks, Matt, how many issues did you do for the Spider-Man Deadpool book?
I think roughly, I was about to say 9, but it was 9 in a year is what I did. I do remember figuring out at one point. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry. It wasn't that many. It was.
The answer's 11.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right.
Go internet.
It was a twice monthly book, so there were 2 artists on it at any given time, and we'd each do 3-4 issue arcs or stretches. Tried to make them arcs. Robbie tried to write it so it was contained to whoever was drawing it. And then the 50th issue, we kind of jammed on it, and I drew a bunch of those pages, trying to draw in other artist styles. Which those I kind of don't want to sell, but they're pretty cool. I think.
Whose styles did you try to draw in?
Gabriel Hernandez, Walta, Stewart. I did a Next Wave parody double page spread.
Really?
Yeah, with Next Force, and it was all the extreme sports athletes characters. Silver Surfer. What's this? The skateboarding Night Thrasher.
Yes.
He perked up again.
Shoot. Who
so
else?
I'm a New Warriors guy. Like I collect New Warriors related art.
He's the guy who collects New Warriors stuff.
Yeah, that guy.
He's the guy. Yeah. No, there's. Well, we're a silent majority out there.
Really? Is that what you're calling?
I'm not silent either. You've met me.
I think a majority was a stretch too.
Well, I don't know. I take up a lot of space.
Oh my God.
Three out of the four of us on this call take up a lot of space.
Yeah, Jeff. What the heck?
I know.
You guys act like I'm in shape or something. I take offense to that.
Time to join Team Fat Guy.
Listen. Darn my diet soda.
Bacon was right. It is 11. I forgot I have that whole Spider-Man Deadpool series, so I
Don't
just checked
ever
my CLZ.
Don't ever distrust the bacon and also the comic vine.
Yeah, exactly. and the internet.
I do like that for CLZ. Like you can just enter somebody's name in, and it pulls all the books in your collection that you have that they worked on.
That's cool.
Yeah. Jason Harris says he also has all 50 issues of the Spider-Man Deadpool series.
Human Spider says, "What about the NFL superhero guy? NFL Super Pro?
Super Pro? I knew I couldn't. They would.
You're not allowed to. Yeah.
Yeah, they would have scrubbed it. I put some friends into a scene once, and I put the logo of their like comics collective on the back of the guy's jacket, and they scrubbed that out.
Wow.
So,
I was the first comic I was drawn into was Scumbag.
Oh yeah.
Alex Rigel put me in it, and he put 4C. He put the 4C tattoo on my arm, and I told him, I said, "That's never getting past editorial," and it did.
It did?
Yep, it was printed in the book.
I have that issue too.
Do you? Yep. I don't know if I do.
I have that series.
I have one, but it's hanging on the wall.
And Ken, you got drawn, and then Jim Calafiore drew you into another comic, didn't he?
Jim Calafiore drew me into a book as an owner of a restaurant called Road to Table, where I go around looking for roadkill to put in the restaurant. I don't think that's out yet, though. I think but it is
drawn into one book. And
I have a line and everything. I get my side card with that one.
I had a character named after me in DC Black Label, The Last God by Philip Kennedy Johnson. He named an undead wizard, Becker, which really stuck out in like a D&D kind of story, like this wizard named Becker.
What kind of name is Becker for a wizard?
I think it's a fine name. It's a fine name. Man.
We found the ancient ruins of the Grand Wizard Becker.
No, he was the Guild Master of the Tower Eldritch, Becker.
Yeah, that's cool.
It did stick out, though. I'm surprised they didn't scrub it.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's like we like all of this except for the name thing. It's kind of
Why?
I keep bugging Doug Mankey to draw me into a crowd. If you look on some covers that Doug does, he likes to draw like Frank Thierry on it. Like there was one where there was an astronaut, and you could see Thierry was on the back of it, and it's like his thing. He likes to do that.
Human Spider, never in a comic, but I worked on a bunch of indie films and a Netflix show, so I have IMDb credits. That's cool.
So if we search Human Spider, we'll find you on IMDb.
Yeah, there you go, man.
I wouldn't imagine he's under Human Spider.
Just don't Google other human insect combinations.
Did I ever tell it when I was back? This is going back to like 1994, 95. No, that's never going to happen, buddy.
What? Why not?
It was like 94, 95. I was teaching, and the internet was kind of it was kind of a newer thing. You know what I mean? It was there, but it wasn't really, So we did a lesson with the kids where they could go on the internet and in the library and do a search engine, trying to teach them how to use it. And there you go, Jason. So I was with this girl, and I was like, well, so what do you want to search? She goes, I don't know. I was like, what are you into? What do you like? She's like, I like the Spice Girls. I was like, all right, type in the Spice Girls. Wrong. Wrong. This site popped up. I was like, oh, that's not them, is it? I sure hope not. That was before they used to put blocks and stuff, and now they block that stuff for the kids. But yeah, that was interesting.
And yet the internet was already infected with pornography.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I used to, when I used to post on eBay, I used to say things like, you have one of 200 lots on eBay today. Wow. 200 lots.
200 lots a minute now, or a second.
Yeah,
I would
right.
imagine.
200 lots. 200 lots. Kidding.
Oh
Can't
man,
imagine.
you're gonna age us. Careful, Ken.
Oh, I already
Yeah,
did.
that internet fad Ken was teaching the kids about.
Y'all see this stuff? The intranet.
Well, a lot of good stuff on that internet.
We got all kinds of stuff. So we are doing some headshots tonight, guys. For anybody out there, and we got a claim up for Matt for the next one. 9x12, or you can do a blank. It just costs you $10 for the blank. He's got a whole pile of them next to him. If you want a character on that, he will be happy to do it on there. Working on a really cool green goblin right now on a brand new green blank, which is pretty cool. How much is that? It's $100.
What do you want, Anthony?
Anthony from Anthony's Comic Art in the crowd.
What's up, Anthony?
He's the one that he's drawing right now is already taken, though, Anthony. You got to make a claim if you want him to draw something for you. Maybe he'll draw Sharon. You should make a claim. Thank you again to Anthony for joining us last week for Wheel of Deals. Picked up some really nice pieces from Ken and myself.
You did. We're going to hopefully do a Wheel of Deals soon when Anthony is on the show.
Next.
Work something like that out.
Anthony, if you want to watch the Knicks win, you just got to go back like 30, 40 years.
Nah, they weren't winning then either. Maybe 40. What's going on with the Knicks? They were down with one game or two games?
I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. I stopped watching NBA basketball when Jordan retired.
Raleigh asked, how much is the G.I. Joe splash page?
Oh, it's a cover. Actually, it's a variant cover. I forget what the price is.
What'd you have?
Joe. I didn't show any G.I. Joe.
Yeah, there's Baroness as Cobra Commander with her foot on Scarlet's
I
head.
have that, but I didn't show it. He must be predicting stuff.
Anthony says that it's even 2-2 if you care. There you go. 30 years ago when they lost. Yes, that's when they were winning. But he says they're even 2-2 now. There you go. But yeah, pull that one out, Ken. Let's show it off. Ooh, and Anthony says G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Look at that. That's gorgeous. And how much is that one, Ken?
Price. $1,000.
$1,000 variant cover to G.I. Joe. Marcus wants to know if there's any. What is it? Gen? Did he mean? What is Gen 3 a thing, or did he mean to type Gen 13? I don't know. Oh, Raleigh says he saw it on Facebook. That's where he saw the cover.
Oh, in the preview.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Getting pretty close here.
Yeah, I actually picked up a stack of Marvel Fanfare at Free Comic Book Day.
Oh, yeah.
Shopping the deals and stuff. That's why I'd asked which issue, because it's like I might have it right next to me.
Yeah.
Marcus says Generation 3 of G.I. Joe. Okay.
Oh.
One thing I did want to talk to everybody about was on Friday, we will be opening up the commission lists for Heroes.
Ooh. Dang, you got a lot of people at Heroes.
So that'll be on 4ccomic.com. Limited number of spots, of course, all for pickup at Heroes. So Ron Wilson, Mike DiCarlo, Pascal Ferry, Aranga, Bill Morrison, and Jesus Moreno.
Yep, that is quite the amount of people that we are bringing to that show. And if you guys notice that Daniel Picciotto is not on there, it's because Daniel had to cancel. He had to he had to work on some books. He could not do that. But we are working on maybe possibly bringing him to another show to the States. So stay tuned.
Yeah, he might be coming. Yeah. He might be coming to another show not far after Heroes. But we're working on it.
Yeah.
It's Marvel Fanfare 20.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Let me look, see if I got it.
Jason, no one has made a second claim yet. We pulled that claim down after when Ken was showing off the Heroes Con list. But we do have a claim, open claim for Matt. And Anthony wanted to know if you can do likenesses.
Within reason. Maybe not live. Well, it depends on who it is. I guess,
I think he loves to have he would love to have you draw his wife. I'm pretty sure we'd have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's something I would rather do later, not on the spot.
In front of a live audience on.
Likenesses definitely take a little more effort.
That's a can't-do attitude, Horak. What's going on?
What's that?
It's a can't-do attitude.
Oh, I could do it. But I don't know. It'll turn out better if I do it later.
Well, let's see. So, all right. So this is confusing to me. So Jason claimed the next claim, but then Jonathan claimed it if nobody else claimed it. So does that automatically mean you're rescinding your claim, Jonathan, because just before you, Jason claimed it? It's very strange things.
How about we just give them both the claims?
I think that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I should be able to handle that.
And there's been a lot of people contacting me about this. So also on Friday, the commission list will open for Hershey Comic-Con for Elizabetta.
Yeah, there you go.
I've gotten a lot of phone calls and emails about this. She's going to be coming from Italy. She's going to be attending Hershey Comic-Con with Bill Morrison and Jim Shooter and probably some more guys we're going to be adding.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's also for an Inkwell that weekend. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. She's going to bring home the gold.
That's right. Bring home the chocolate bar. Hershey is in June. It's the weekend after Heroes.
It's the 28th and 29th, I believe.
Maybe 2 weekends after Heroes.
29th and 30th. It's a 2-day show in Hershey.
Yeah.
They are hosting Inkwell Saturday night. We got actually a really nice lineup. I'm really looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy. Joe and Matt running the show. Good guys. So looking forward to it.
Look who's got the issue. Becker's got it.
Yeah. And there they are right on the cover.
Yep. Very cool.
So I was at Niagara Falls Comic-Con and Jim Starlin was there. And so I was like, I got to go tell him. And I showed him the pages and I said, I've always loved these guys from Marvel Fanfare. So I threw them in here as thugs. And he said, just another thing for Marvel not to pay me for.
Oh,
yeah.
I always loved the front and back covers of Marvel.
Yeah. Man, that issue, I loved that thing when I was a kid. I mean, it's still really good. I mean, I don't know that the story... I can't vouch for the story, honestly. I don't really remember it. I just remember all the cosmic weirdos. Still one of my favorite things, cosmic weirdos.
Nice.
I could do Spidey.
There you go. Half Spidey, half Deadpool for Jason on 9x12. And then Human Spider says he met you a few years ago at Niagara Falls show.
Oh, yeah?
He's the guy who was trying to push you down the falls.
That was a fun show. I think that's where I met Venom too.
Oh, the mic.
Actually,
the mic, which he's probably not watching.
Well, that's all right. So don't be mad at Mr. Ben. Mike Benham has like Tuesdays, him and his wife's date night. So he doesn't really do anything comic related on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night date night.
He's a teacher. They're busy. They have stuff they do. So look at that. Oh my God. That thing is scary as all get out. Love it. Wow.
I think we're good.
I love that green cover too, man. Great call,
Yeah, that's pretty
PJ.
sweet.
PJ, great call. And then Jonathan, yeah, if you want a 9x12, man, let us know what you want. We'll put it in the pile.
I'm sorry, did Jason get on a blank, or is it
No, 9x12. 9x12.
Okay. Thank you.
PJ gave you 3 shocked faces in a row, so he loves it.
Nice.
Anthony, these are $100 on a blank, or if you want a blank, it's an extra $10 for the blank, or 9x12 is also $100.
It's nice that I can hold it up to the camera and it helps me see whether I'm screwed up or not. I don't know why. Looking at it's different.
It's like having it framed. Oh, look, that's a little frame on it now when you show it on camera.
Yeah, right. Or like when you see a picture of yourself and you're like, oh, that's what I look like.
Let's see. All right. Jason also said, could they be slightly battle damaged? So
half and half, Spidey Deadpool battle damaged.
Be any more specific, Jason? Could you be possibly any more?
I mean, it's fine. It's not actually too hard. Thankfully, I've drawn both of those characters enough that I can do it pretty easily. And battle damage is fun when you only have to draw it once. When you have to draw it on page after page, it can be difficult. Was his right sleeve torn or his left sleeve? Oh man, yeah, it's.
How's that book treating you there, Becker? Good.
That's pretty good. Oh, dang it.
Becker gave up on the show and decided to just read.
Well, I had a comic and I hadn't read it.
Book and he just couldn't help himself.
That's just great. I love that. Let's just go to Becker reading. We'll just go to that screen.
You guys are jerks. Yeah, I can't just take some time off to read a book.
Oh, well, listen, Jonathan wants a half and half Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider. Or he gives you choices, or a classic Ultraman, the Japanese one. It depends on what you want to draw. You have time to think.
Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider. Oh, like the
Ben Parker or Ben Riley.
Ben Riley.
Yeah.
Ben Parker Riley.
Yeah, what's something like
Riley
that.
Parker.
Parker Posey.
Parkerly. All right.
I want a Deadpool Spider-Man half and half head, but with the Hulk's hands squishing their heads together. That's what I look like.
For some reason, I instantly saw that drawn by Chris Burnham.
Just waiting for the person who's like, I'd like a quarter Hulk, a quarter of the thing. Can you do?
Don't give them ideas.
Most complicated pizza order ever.
Yeah, exactly. Can I get a half Galactus face, half Jack of Hearts?
Wearing Jimmy Olsen's
exactly his
plaid suit, or checkerboard suit, whatever it is.
Oh my god.
Now I want to see a Jack Lactus of hearts.
Oh, don't give me any ideas.
Goljactus.
That's funny.
Galactus.
Old Galjactus.
He sits in a rocking chair on the porch of the universe.
I mean, I'll draw it. You can commission that, but it's might have to. Every time it's an extra character, it's a half bump.
There you go.
No. I don't mind the half, especially Spider-Man Deadpool. That's a pretty logical thing. I don't. Is that a canon character? Actually, I wonder. Seems like it could be. That book was weird enough that certainly could have happened.
Well, so Anthony says his favorite pizza ever was in the world was in Milan, where the guy did 6 different slices with 6 different flavors on the whole pie. So each slice was a different kind of pizza. Well,
I'm still not ready to talk about Italian food on this stream.
Yeah, can you please? You don't want to bring up your pasta dish again?
No, I got it. I knew immediately after I said it. I was like, I have made a mistake.
We had a lovely Italian artist on while he's eating. What was it again?
Pasta in a bag I got from Trader Joe's.
I wish it had been called. I wish it had been called pasta in a bag. It would have just been so much better.
I mean, it was no longer in the bag while I was eating it, but it came from a bag.
Yeah.
I wish it was. You were just sitting.
Just sit there eating out of a bag.
What do you got there? It said pasta in a bag.
Alessandro was not impressed by my supper.
Oh my god!
Alessandro is coming back too to do a sketch show.
Oh, there you go. So you have to get the ingredients and make yourself some like real.
Yeah, he told me you do have to love like how fiercely the Italians defend their cuisine. Like,
yeah, I you know what? I believe I'm right there with Matt. I think you should just cook it again. Not only do that, like do it in a microwave and just eat it right out of the bag on the show. I think that would just be perfect.
just like
I don't know. He was pretty
like
disappointed the first
mac and cheese right out of the box right in front of him.
Because he was like, "Why would you make such a thing?" I was like, "It was in a bag from Trader Joe's," and like his face, like honestly, a look of disappointment that I haven't seen outside of a family reunion. Like, just he was really. It was
the best part about it was that his screen like froze, like right on.
The face.
Just that face staring at me.
It was the screen face exactly when you said you were eating pasta from a bag from Trader Joe's.
No.
Oh,
I mean, I get it. If I saw you eating pizza with a fork, we'd have issues back then.
I mean, if it's really hot, I've done that.
All right. That's
it's only acceptable if it's one of those stupid Chicago deep dish garbage cheesecake wannabe pies.
Like the one we had when we were in Chicago.
Ugh.
Listen, I'll tell you what though. The first pull, the flavor aside, looked like you pulled that first slice, the cheese was like a half a mile long. It was like all connected, but then like 4 minutes later, it was like a brick. It was cheese.
Oh, and then when you go back for the second slice, when you pulled that first slice out, the rest of the pie just sunk into that empty spot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not like we didn't even get like really. It was just like there was the one on the corner. We just went to the one on the corner.
You're talking about C2E2?
Yeah. We went to, and not the corner of the convention, the corner of where Ken's B&B was. So it was just like, so it was. I mean, like I said, it was food, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't like we didn't go to Illuminati's or anything. It was just like a pizza place. It was like privately owned. We thought it might be like really, really good. Yeah, it was just like, okay.
First night there, I get there and I called Anthony to see what he was doing. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, I just ordered food. What'd you get? I said, Jersey Mike's. He goes, "You came to Chicago and ordered Jersey Mike's?" I'm like, yeah.
You at least got to do Rico Benes. Like, come on.
My favorite is it's a slightly longer walk. I think it's on State, sort of near McCormick, and it's a Thai place called Opart Thai. It's really good, and it's just far enough away that it's not completely crowded most times during the convention. Nice. I shouldn't tell everybody.
Oh, too late now. You're right.
Now the secret.
Where didn't we go somewhere?
Well, we went to the Mexican restaurant. We went to this Mexican restaurant that we couldn't get reservations, but we looked it up. It was getting really good ratings, so we sent my daughter ahead to like get the table for us, and we got there, and it was like it was like 20 tables in a restaurant that should have held about 9 tables. We were basically sitting on top of each other, and it was just like it was. I mean, the food was good, and it was so good because we were there with a native Mexican who like said it reminded him of home. The flavors were like the same.
Yeah, Balam was like, "Wow, this is really good."
Cleaned his plate. Yeah, Enid Balan was with us, and he loved it, and it was so I was like, all right, well, as long as he loved it, I mean, they had vinegar like marinated carrots on our nachos that I was very confused by, but they were good. I was like, apparently that's a native thing, and I was like, I'd never had that before in my life, but they were delicious.
They need the jaws of life to leave the place, was different.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Eating any chain restaurant in Chicago is kind of criminal. That is one of the best eating towns probably in the world.
Becker, you want to smack him? I know that you love your town as an eating. Becker lives in Kansas City, and he would beg to differ.
No. I like
you used to live in Chicago.
I was going to say I grew up outside, well outside of Chicago, but it was the closest big city to me. So
yeah. I'm not saying it's necessarily the best, but it is.
It's really good, though. You can find very good food there.
Yeah.
The Jersey Mike was awesome.
All right, fine.
My sister-in-law actually likes that Thai place.
Oh yeah.
Go to Yeah,
it's a good one.
She's gone there twice now, I think.
Park Thai.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she's gone to a place twice, and it's one she really, really likes.
Well, for con, like the 2 times she went to the con, she found it the first time because she was for a Thai restaurant, and
well, I'll be back in Chicago in August. I think
she went back.
Yeah, August.
Yep, Fan Expo, Chicago.
Is that out in Rosemont?
I think it is at the Rosemont, which is I like that venue better than the one we were at.
Yeah, it keeps you out of the city a little bit, but then everything out there is all chain restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ways out of the city, too.
Yeah. I used to like that convention center because from the town I was from, if I left at a low traffic time, I could get there in like 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
That was where my infamous run-in with Ronald Goldman happened.
Oh, the Ron Goldman, O.J. Simpson run-in, right?
Yeah, that was fun stuff. I also remember that we were across the street from the Verizon headquarters. It was across the street from the Rosemont Center. And I had T-Mobile, and I was the only person in the place who had service. And everybody else had Verizon. and their headquarters was across the street and couldn't get service.
If you put Anthony's comment up on the stream, I think that's too many halves. I think that's too many halves.
At some point that becomes quarters.
Yeah. Can I get a battle damaged Anthony Snyder, half Hulk, half Thing, half Bill Cox?
Sure. It's too many halves, though. It is true. Although a half of a half is a quarter, so I get it.
There you go. Battle damaged, right? Yeah.
Battle damage.
That's the important thing.
Everybody wants everybody beat up.
Nobody likes to see their heroes pristine. They want them after a day of hard work. They don't want to see them when they get up in the morning.
We're gonna bring Scott Shaw back. We're gonna smurf everybody. Battle damage, don't we?
Battle damage Smurfs.
Taking on Gargamel. Just What
was the cat's name? Azrael?
Azrael, yeah. Unsmurfing believable, man. That's a great idea.
My God.
I ever tell you that when I asked Scott, I was like, all right, next one we'll do Smurfs. He goes, the Smurfs are easier than the Flintstones.
Bacon, do you know how tall a Smurf is?
Not offhand.
3 apples high.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the unit of measurement they used.
Nerd! Oh my God!
I was waiting for you to finish that story so I could hit that.
Oh my God! Snorks. What have we fallen into? You're eventually going to be able to do a flip book, like a multiverse like thing with you, Ken, with all the different iterations of yourself between being,
Simpsonized
and
Flintstone and Smurfed.
I even got Sergio to draw me, and I don't know what style. It's just a
Haven't had
Sergio style.
Sergio sketch me yet. That would be something to have Sergio sketch.
Wow.
Speaking of Sergio,
Is this on? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like anything from there, does it?
Yeah, you give it a little lift, and you're look at that. See, oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna have to redraw his neck. See, camera just showed me that. Weird.
I can't tell when I'm looking at it. I got to see it on TV first.
Yeah.
I can see Matt leaving the house every day. He has to take a screenshot of himself instead of looking in the mirror. Just like, wait, is that okay? Does that outfit look good? All right, I'm good now. I can go.
That assumes I care much what I look like when I leave the house. If I leave the house.
Yeah, Human Spider says, holy crap, awesome, man. That battle damaged guy. What's his name? Gonna be mad he isn't here. What? Oh, you're talking about Shane. Shane always gets battle damaged.
I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I was like, which battle? I was like, does he not know who Spider-Man and Deadpool are? I was oh no, he's talking about the person who gets the sketches like that. Yeah. I don't know. Shane's been selling some stuff. I've been seeing him post some stuff on some social media stuff. He might be
I think he just likes to rotate his stock.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I like Shane. Usually Shane is Heroes.
Yeah, he's a sweet kid.
I don't know if anybody out there is coming to Heroes.
I wish.
Somebody said they just finished setting up maybe it was PJ. Somebody said they just did their plans for Heroes today. They just finalized their plans.
That was PJ.
Yeah. Ken, you said you had a thought there about Heroes before I interrupted you.
Did I?
You said I don't know if anybody's going to Heroes.
That's all.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Anthony wants to see some art to buy. Damn it. He's tired of watching us talk. He wants to get right to the nitty gritty. Shall we go back to show some more art?
We might. Listen, nobody bought anything. I hate the show stuff. It's a waste of my time. Freaking 21 people watch.
He wants a battle damaged Ken after Philly. Yeah.
You think I'm trying to grow a garden here? Trying to sell some art?
Let's do it. I know. Listen, we know CAF Con was this weekend. We know the Comic Art Live was this weekend. But you know what? I was trying to bid on a piece on eBay yesterday because I figured none of y'all had money. And meanwhile, it went for twice as much as I thought it was going to go for. So I know you all have money.
Was it the Stephen Platt Wolverine?
No, it was a Todd McFarlane page from the What If Wolverine Joins Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it was at a very nice amount right until, the last minute. And then it just like doubled and doubled and doubled. And then some idiot bought it for $4,700. Big jerk with your deep wallets, deep pockets, full wallets, something like that. I don't want to listen. I liked Liefeld's stuff when he first started. I like his early stuff. I really do. And I just love to have an example, but people who have deeper pockets than me and have the same nostalgia keep buying them out from under me.
Sorry, I don't know what those noises are. It's part of the process, I guess.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta pew, pew, pew.
There's something about doing sketches where it forces me to make choices in a way that I wish I could harness when I'm working on pages. because I'd probably sit there and do that for 20 minutes while I thought about what I wanted to do.
Right. Well, here you're like, nah, I just gotta go. I just gotta go.
I gotta get it done.
Right.
People are watching. People are waiting.
We got another half and half one after this. Unless you're deciding to go with the Ultraman.
Oh right. Oh yeah. I don't know. Let's see how I feel when I finish this.
There you go.
What were the two halves?
That was
Scarlet
Scarlet.
Spider and regular Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Spidey, Pete. Yeah, they call Miles Spin on Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
They call him Spin?
Spin.
Huh.
It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I get why they'd have to differentiate him with another spider name.
Right.
I don't know why they chose that though. It's not great. But this is the little kids version of Spider-Man, and it's infuriating. And I want to tell her, but I know she won't understand what I'm saying. But they routinely spin their webs into just air. There's no buildings around at all, and then they swing away.
So it's like that old PlayStation 2 game where he just was like doing it off of clouds.
Right.
Oh, and Gwen goes by Ghosty, but see, that makes sense. Gwen going by Ghosty, she's Ghost Spider, so that's like, you know.
Yeah, I think they still call her Ghost Spider too, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we can't call her, you know, Spider Gwen. That would kind of give away the alter ego, I would imagine.
Right.
Yeah, I think Miles went by Spider for a while, Spyder.
Oh yeah.
Did he, or was that the kid of Spider-Man? I thought that was, I don't know. There's so many iterations now.
The cool thing is though, now she can name like so many characters at 2.5.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Anthony, I don't think Bacon liked your comment. He just left his seat. Anthony's giving Bacon, who loves hockey and is a huge Carolina fan, about giving him the business with the Rangers beating up on him as they've been doing.
Mm.
Ken, you ready to show off some art? What are you doing there?
Yeah, I'm gonna show off some art.
Nice.
I'm gonna show off my purchase. I don't think we ever showed, Jeff.
Well, you vanished. I didn't know where you went.
Well, I had to go.
I'm not much of a hockey fan, but I do like the NBA, and my Cavs are killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me. It's like they're not even trying. I know they're trying. I shouldn't say that. Ooh.
Oh, it was Spy-D, SPY-D. I knew it was something like that. It didn't stick. It didn't last.
Yeah.
Immediately changed it.
What do you got there?
That's not me.
Oh, no, I know. This isn't you. This is great. Wow, look at this.
I see.
Oh, wow. Dang.
Look, this is a piece of artwork that just happens to not only apartment 4C, but it's written in the same font that we use.
Huh.
Bill Cox, thank you very much.
Yeah, so that was a piece that Bill got in an art drop he was doing for who was the artist again? I can't even remember. Hold on. Ken, who was the artist again?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm having a brain outage. Hitch, Brian Hitch. Brian Hitch. Thank you, Dustin. Jesus.
Was that a purposeful nod or just a coincidence?
Probably a coincidence.
Yeah.
Brian Hitch. He had a bunch of Hitch art. Bill was showing, and him and his partner Cosmo were going through it, and they just thought that was perfect for us, so they allowed us to buy that one. So
nice.
Like, well, you can see 4C is used quite often. It's like room 314 in movies. It's like one of those things you see a lot, but to see it in the same font that we use was kind of cool. And in a Batman comic. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. Can't be mad at that.
Wow. Bacon, is your team playing right now? Is there a hockey game on?
No, they're not. But there is a hockey game on. It's Boston and Florida.
Oh, okay.
Is your team still alive, Bacon?
Yep. Won last night. On to game 6 back here in Raleigh.
And I'm sure you'll be at that.
I will indeed, because I am unfortunately no longer going to Como.
Oh, what? You're not going to Como?
Long story.
Oh, okay. I was going to have you look at some Alex Ross art for me, but
I figured you would have.
But just look at it, not actually do anything.
oh yeah. Just look at it.
Just look
Hey,
at
can you
it.
flip through like 100 pages for me, and then I won't buy anything? Thanks. All right, guys. Here's some more awesome Horak art. It's a Black Panther. This is a splash or cover? It's a splash, right?
Yeah, splash page. That's the first great Mattelli, T'Challa's great grandfather, I think it is, or great grandfather, something like that.
Oh.
That's the first of him as a Black Panther.
That's really cool.
That's awesome. What's the price on that one, Ken?
1,000.
1,000 doll hairs. Another Black Panther. Beautiful.
These are all going to be Black Panther I'm going to show right now. So this one's 400.
It's like a quarter half splash. Beautiful.
300 on this one.
I love the. It's hard to do intimidation with a mask on, but that works. That's just
yeah. I was really happy with that page.
Yeah, that came through really well.
And you ink these too, right, Mike?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
250. Now this, I think you said, is the first page with his grandfather on it, right? Is the baby?
Oh yeah, that's as a baby.
Yeah, this one's 150.
$150. It's a first appearance page right there.
First page. 275 on this one.
Chronologically, yeah, as a baby.
Exactly. This is a nice little half splash there.
So that's Black Panther number 6 from the most recent run.
500.
There you got that really great image in the middle. There you go. Full page splash.
200.
$200 for a full page splash. A lot of action on this one. I love it.
400 on this one. Yeah, look at that bottom panel.
Who's the bad guy in this one?
That is Ngozi. God, I forget what the entity is called. Shoot, I forget.
That's all right. I was putting you on the spot.
Yeah. So that's when they first encountered each other back in the day. Oh, or when he did, and then in the other issues of the story is modern Black Panther dealing with that same creature thing. Former second in command, gone militant and psychotic monster.
There you go. PJ, so we are going to post all these pages up, that anything that doesn't sell, but it's not going to be on the Facebook page. It's going to be on the website. So you got to go to 4ccomicart.com, and that's our website. It's up and running. There's lots of art and artists up there now, and we're going to put Matt's stuff up by the end of the week. Okay.
We'll probably make an announcement on the Facebook page, but
And Cat Murdoch has. Oh, now he's gone. There he is. He was there. He's gone. You're muted, Becker.
Oh, yeah, I think he muted it even.
He jumped into your lap and muted.
He jumped up and then was having none of it and started hitting stuff. Old Cat Murdoch. He's the kitty without fear.
I can just from here that just with all those blacks, I can see that sketch is just awesome.
Yeah, I'm almost done. So I'll wait. I was about to hold it up. But getting pretty close.
Jason would like to see the Spidey Deadpool pages again if you are so willing.
We'll get to it. I did want to show.
Oh,
I got a Moon Knight page.
Oh, Moon Knight. Look at this.
Yeah, Kang, prehistoric Moon Knight.
I have that issue.
Yeah, it was an annual. I happened to do a handful of fill-in pages.
What is this out of, Matt?
That is Prisoner X. Again, some fill-in pages. So, those are both a little different than my regular style because I was trying to match the
artist on the book. Nice.
The regular artist, just because I feel like comics are better than when people do that.
Thank you.
And it's fun. It's fun to try on somebody else's style for a minute. I was a lot better at Herman Peralta than I was Ibrahim Mustafa, which is who those two artists were.
So I just put your name.
Did somebody give you trouble? Why did he give you so much trouble? Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there, Becker.
It didn't necessarily give me trouble. It was less intuitive to me. It was less similar to how I approach drawing, in a lot of ways.
Gotcha. All right, so that one in Ken's hand is $200. These are the Spider-Man Deadpool pages. I think that was from 34, maybe.
This is 35, page 6.
35, page 6.
This one is 35, page 9.
And that one is $350.
Yes, sir.
Gotta love the high five.
Mm-hmm. Another great one. That one is
35, page 10.
And the price on that one's also $350, or is it?
Correct.
$350, yeah.
36, page 14.
That's right.
I might buy this. I like this page. I like vehicles. I got an email this morning about an Alex Ross Batman Batmobile that went up on CAF. I emailed him. I missed it.
Ah. They are all penciled and inked by Matt. That is correct.
Yes. This is 36, page 3.
Live model of Galactus, driven by Driven. Did you call it driven? Is that what you would call if you're inside a giant Galactus? Would it be driven?
Piloted.
I like piloted better.
Yeah.
By Chameleon.
That's 36, page 4. This one is 36, page 5.
Oh, I love that one. Price on that one, sir?
400. This is 36, page 6. It also has the
patch piece, yeah.
I really like that one.
How much is that one?
$350.
$350.
36, page 7.
I love the bottom panel on this one. Look at that.
Animal abuse.
Yeah.
$175.
$175.
You can get away with it if you just say they're all LMDs.
Exactly. A lot of characters on that one. You got Husk. You got Silk. Well, how much is that one, Ken? $200.
And I think that's it. Yep, that's it.
That is the art.
All right.
The last batch of
make
the last
them big.
batch of OA that I do have is
Can you make them big?
Look at that. Wow.
That's wicked.
Holy cow.
And on that note,
Oh.
And we do. All right. So did you decide, are you going to do the Japanese style Ultraman or the half Scarlet Spider, half Spider-Man?
I will probably do the Spidey combo.
Sure. And I have to see if it was battle damaged or not. I honestly don't remember. going to scroll.
Ultramount. This is on 9x12 as well?
I believe so. I am scrolling back to find. I know it's for Jonathan. Let's see.
Hey Ken, did you already ship to Mr. Tan, or do we still have a box going?
No, I haven't shipped it yet.
Okay.
There you go. It doesn't say anything about being battle damaged, so just a half and half Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider. And it is 9x12.
And the other option was Japanese style Ultraman?
Yeah,
Meaning like
Ultraman, the Japanese one, yes.
Like the classic Ultraman.
Oh yeah, I would assume so. Jonathan lives in Singapore, so he's a huge fan of a lot of that. He likes the Guyver too, is another one of his favorite characters.
Did I draw a Guyver for him? Is that who that Guyver was for?
Yeah.
You know what? I think it was when you did the live ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was from Cleveland, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Guyver's fun.
Anthony wants to order
This is implied.
half Ken, half Jeff battle damaged. Yeah.
This is brain damage.
Brain damage. There you go. Even better.
Jonathan said, "Yeah, the one with the eyes for Ultraman."
The one with the
One with the eyes. That's an interesting statement.
Like the bug eyes, I'm assuming.
These are some Punisher pages, guys. What issue is that one from?
Punisher 12, page 2.
Price?
$250.
$250.
This is Punisher 12, page 1. $225.
So like this Ultraman. Good old fashioned classic Ultraman.
We will find out in about 20 seconds.
Gotcha.
Marvel fan, all you got to do is type claim in, buddy, and it could be yours. I think he's more than happy to draw that character for you. Alberto, you missed some awesome art. That's what you missed. Thanks for joining us, buddy. We're still showing some off. All right, this is another page from Punisher.
Yep. This is Punisher 12, page 4. $225.
$225. And Marvel #1 fan's got a claim here. He wants you to do a Warlock like the New Mutants version. So that might be on deck there for you. If you think you can pull. I know you can pull it off.
I love me some Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking about it. Warlock and Impossible Man.
How much is that one, Ken, you just showed?
200.
Wow, show that one more time. That's a great page for $200. Look at that. That one's priced to move, people. Look at that. Big, huge half splash.
Punisher getting arrested.
So Matt, are you doing Ultraman, or are you doing the half and half?
As long as I'm not sure. I just wanted to make sure I have the right Ultraman.
Let's see. Okay.
Right.
He just sent me a hold on. He just sent me an image. Yeah, that's the one. That's the correct one.
Okay.
The picture you
showed.
showed.
Ultraman then.
Yeah, that's the He sent me a picture, and it's the same one. It's got big old eyes here. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Classic Ultraman. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that.
Nice. Oh, and he just sent me a picture of the Alex Ross one. That's a nice looking Ultraman too.
Oh, yeah, don't show me that.
I won't show you that. It's from the Rise of Ultraman, I guess. It's like
This isn't Punisher. It's one of those Moon Knight pages.
Did you say from the Rise of Ultraman specifically?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's.
That's very cool. Oh yeah, nice little Kang page here. Look, Kang and Moon Knight. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. How much is that one, Ken? 300.
Yeah, he does a lot more cross hatching and stuff like that than I do, which is interesting.
And Jonathan says, "Thanks. Ultraman feels like a fun character for Matt to draw."
Yeah, not somebody I don't know that I've ever drawn Ultraman.
Oh, another first for 4C Comics.
Yep.
Listen, I will say this about all of our wonderful clientele: is they're not your typical bunch that just gets the same characters over and over. They have a very unique character base. I mean, you can't all be, speedballs, and we get some. What was it? Something's killing the children used to be really huge on our.
Oh yeah.
People would get that character drawn all the time. Whatever her name is, I can't even remember now.
Something Slaughter.
Yeah, Erica Slaughter. Right.
Sergeant
Erica Slaughter. That's right. She had a nice mustache. There's a crossover for you. Human Spider asks, are there certain things that you don't like to draw? Horses
buildings.
Or buildings, yeah.
Yeah, buildings, cars, handsome people. Or just, I don't know. My tendency is to go towards monstrosity and grotesquerie and cartoonishness, I guess, too. I think I lean a little cartoonish naturally. So I'm always trying to pull it back a little bit. So if I have to draw a lot of conventionally handsome people, I don't like it. Give me the weirdos. Give me the cosmic weirdos. It's all Jim Starlin's fault.
Yeah, Linda Craig says, so no James Bond books then?
I mean, I'd figure it out. Bond would be tough for me, though. It's there wouldn't be anything out of the realm of reality. I guess reality. I don't like to draw reality.
Yeah, I don't like to draw reality. Just anything real.
You're my kind of guy. I don't do reality either.
But that's not entirely true. I do love drawing animals and shrubbery, trees, nature, rocks, landscapes, that kind of thing.
I know that Todd McFarlane used to always say he liked drawing rubble.
Yes,
you can't really do it wrong.
Yeah, rubble's a good time.
Oh,
yes. Alberto, animal from the Muppets. There you go.
Yeah. Muppets would be fun to draw, I think, as a project. Once you got the characters down. Roger Langridge did those Muppets comics a couple years back. They were really cool.
Linda Craig says, I feel like rubble is all John Byrne wanted to draw later in his career.
Yeah, he even started drawing the musculature looking like rubble.
Listen. And, I wish somebody at one point had asked him to just draw at like a convention or something, said, could you draw me a child, please? Could you draw me a kid?
Should have. Oh, well.
I think the webbing that Todd did drove other artists crazy.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. I kind of dig it, though. Once he did it, you're like, well, I can't draw it the old way anymore. It doesn't look as cool. I will say the webbing on Spider-Man's costume always... It's helpful because you can use it to define the structure of the figures, but it would always be the last thing I would draw So I'd always think, oh, the page is done, and then realize I have to go through and fill in all of the webbing on his costume.
I think I have an Ultraman blank.
Oh, yeah?
I bought a collection of a bunch of blanks and been bringing them to conventions, and they sell better than anything I got in damn blanks.
That's kind of crazy to me. I thought the blank phase had passed, but I guess it hasn't.
There was a guy in what's the last show I did? Philly? He bought like 25 blanks from me.
Wow.
Cleaned me out.
I think there's just a certain segment of collectors that just like blanks more than other. They just like the way they look. I can see you could, you can keep them in a long box and flip through them, display them just like any other book.
Yeah.
Display them alongside your other books, your slabs and stuff.
When I first started getting art, that was all I got was blanks.
Really?
But now I've got, 2 gigantic folders full of them, and I just I'd rather get paper nowadays.
Yeah. Take up a little less space, I suppose.
I gave one of my blanks away at Planet Comic-Con. A guy came to my buddy's booth I was helping out at and wanted the Green Lantern green cover blank, and I just happened to have 2 of them with me. And he wanted one to go over, I think, for Doug Mankey. And my buddy didn't have one to sell him, and I was like, listen, come back if nobody has them around here, because I knew a lot of the sellers around us. He came back, he's like, yep, nobody's got them. I didn't tell him that I had one, and I was like, here you go. And he's like, I didn't know how much to charge for it, so I just gave it to him.
Nice.
Speaking of Doug, I spoke to Doug today. We were on the phone for a while. He's still working through the commissions, guys. I know it's longer than we said, but Doug has had some pretty important life things happen over the last couple months that take precedent over him doing commissions. I'm not going to say, but trust me, if it was any of you, you would understand what's going on. So, but he's fully aware, and he is going to get them done, and he wants to get them done. But he's got some personal issues he's got to deal with, and it's kind of got him focused in different areas of his life right now, other than drawing commissions. So, but he's got everything laid out. He said he's actually started working on a lot of them, but yeah. So, but he's your patience will pay off. Trust me.
Oh yeah, he never disappoints.
I don't think there's anybody from the first list that we took,
and it bothers him too that he hasn't done it. And so,
I don't think there's anybody from the first list we took 2 or 3 years ago that complained when we finally sent them out. So,
yeah.
Just bear with us, guys. He'll make it worth your while for sure.
We'll get through them. But he's a great guy. We're gonna hopefully be doing something soon. So, working on some things. I should be shipping just about everything that I have this week, which isn't a whole lot, but it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of stuff I collected over the last few weeks, and Chicago and Philly, things like that. So from the last show, the Wheel of Deals, I still got to ship that stuff out. But literally, this is like I said, this is my second consecutive day home in 6 weeks.
Yeah, and he drove to Tampa today. So he literally was gone. The second day he's home, he takes a nice 4 hour road
4 hours on the road. driving to Tampa, and tomorrow I'm driving to Key West. That's 6 hours one way.
Yeah.
Get going.
I might not be coming back.
Are you gonna stay overnight?
I might. It depends. I'm trying to get Renee to come with me. Then I won't have to. But if she doesn't come, I don't know if I can do
Just sleep
a
on the
14-hour drive in a day.
Becker wants you to have your entire trip on FaceTime so we can watch.
Becker wants Renee to come so I can FaceTime him in the car.
What mile marker are you at? What mile marker are you at?
By the way, Morrison will be on that call too because he wanted me to leave 2 hours ago.
No, don't worry about Morrison.
Bill, you watching?
Yeah,
we'll find out real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If we're watching, hey Bill, sorry.
That might be a T-shirt.
If he's not watching,
Anthony,
screw Bill Morrison. I want me some Golden Age.
Yeah, there you go. This is the new
I like that. That should be a
always in the car, son.
That is a good
should be
one.
a T-shirt.
And then after this one, we got a Warlock in the hole. After this one,
Warlock in the
Ken talking about those comics makes me feel like that. What do you call them? A meme of the guy behind the tree rubbing his hands together.
Becker, 12 hours from now, or 24 hours from now, I could have them in hand.
Get them in my hands. That's the part I care about.
For those of you who haven't picked up on it, I'm going to look at a comic collection tomorrow of some pretty good books. So,
comic books don't have enough of those around here.
Yeah, you know.
Now I'm waiting for my wife to kick the door in.
I'm waiting for Matt to get up and walk on the other side of the room and look at the piece and tilt his
I
head.
might put to hold it up to the screen so you can look at it from that perspective.
There you go.
Look at that. I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Getting there. I do hold it up backwards to the light to look through the back to also see if it's symmetrical and things like that. That's why I keep going like this.
Right.
In case anyone's wondering.
Matt, do you ink your pages by choice, or does Marvel say, "Hey, we need somebody who can pencil and ink"?
No, by choice. That's the way I was hired. So I've definitely talked to inkers at shows and stuff about potentially working together, or at least sending them something just to see how it would look. Because I mean, you see the level of these pencils that I did here is basically what I would do on a book too. So I couldn't give that to an inker
right,
and have them be able to finish it. So I've toyed with the idea of doing more finished pencils and giving them to an inker just so I could be a little faster potentially, but you never know, the extra effort it takes to do more finished pencils
could take you just as long to ink it, right?
Take you just as long to ink it, and then I get paid for the inks as well, of course.
Yeah.
So, what you're working on right now, you can talk about, or
not really? One of the main things I'm working on right now is I'm doing a comic book for a friend's concept record, like a band. So that's the most current thing I'm got to finish, and then anything else is not fit for public consumption, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how else to say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the concept album will be cool. It's a little bit of a challenge because he's not really a writer. He has this whole idea in his mind, and it goes along with the story and the songs, but there's no script per se. So I'm having to figure it out a little bit. It's interesting. Different way to work.
Yeah.
Not my favorite, I'll say. More work for me, but he's a friend, so But
let's see. Human Spider. He says when you get to that next commission, don't mix up your warlocks.
so you want half Adam Warlock and half.
Hey,
Listen,
I know that's been done.
Listen, when we used to work with Alex Rigel, I asked him to do me a commission. I wanted Magic and Warlock, and he literally drew Magic and Adam Warlock. In the
He did.
Had to have him. It was. He ended up selling it. It was just somebody else. It was nice, but I was like, I literally said the New Mutants Warlock, and something got lost in translation, and he drew it. But he redid a new one for me and did it the right characters, and I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I think he sold that one fairly quickly.
I could totally see doing that and then being told and being like, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Exactly.
I don't know why I thought it was the other one.
Right. Exactly.
You get a half Iceman, half Silver Surfer.
What's that?
A half Iceman, half Silver Surfer.
Ooh, that's a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Can you draw can you draw the T1000 in metallic form?
I want the T1000 in metallic form, but underneath the skin.
Okay. Now we're just trying to make up things that are hard.
Exactly. I want to go back to the Galactus Jack of Hearts. That's what
I do kind of love that idea.
Oh, Professor X and Lex Luthor. There you go. That's a good one.
Professor X and Lex Luthor.
Oh man!
Just one side has a weird eyebrow.
Yeah.
Just bald guy. I never see I know a lot of people like to do the buddies, but nobody ever gets sketches of Warlock and Doug. Because at the end of the day, it's just a blonde kid,
I've
Warlock
seen
and who?
figures. I've seen
Doug,
full
his
figures.
buddy from New Mutants.
Oh,
Cypher.
Yeah.
I've seen full. I think Todd Nanook did a full figure one that was really nice. It was Doug and Warlock.
Douglock.
Yeah, that came later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was the Pascal Ferry run, right? That was Douglock, or was that still
Douglock?
Yeah.
Douglock was cool.
Yeah, because that's the commission I got from Ferry at MegaCon.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Piece.
Huh?
I remember that piece you got.
Yeah. Because I specifically said I want your Warlock.
Yeah.
Douglock.
I can't
I
wait
like
to
when
see
the
him.
character was
He's such a great
first
guy.
introduced. His name was just Doug, not Cypher. Doug. What's your code name? Doug.
Doug.
Yeah.
Well, I think Balam is working on a new book. I don't know if I can say it though. But he was talking about Chicago, so maybe, right?
Yeah, you could talk about it.
Dogpool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing a digital comic, Dogpool.
Kind of like what Matt was doing. The what do they call them? The swipe comics, Matt?
Infinity.
Infinity comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the app.
Yeah.
There was a few there was a few of those that had to do with Justice and Firestar had a series on that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's doing that? I love Justice and Firestar. Is that a new book?
So no, it's Marvel Infinity. It's just on the app. It's not in a comic book or anything. But it's just like digital comics you can go read on there. And it was during Firestar's recent work with the X-Men where she was like, I don't want to give spoilers if you actually want to read it, but she was like undercover and Vance ends up running into her, and it was like the first time they'd really had much time together since they called off their engagement. So it was kind of, for New Warriors fans, it was a big deal. The group was all abuzz. Yes, there is a group, Jeff.
Wait, they called off the engagement?
Yeah, years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was just kidding. I didn't care.
They're like webtoon style, where you just
Ken.
infinity scrolling, which is interesting. Another different way of storytelling.
Yeah.
I was never a huge New Warriors fan, Becker, but I did. The only reason I started reading Avengers was when they joined the Avengers during the
Justice and
Firestar and
Firestar.
George Perez run.
Mm-hmm.
And I've loved Firestar ever since. She's been one of my favorite characters.
She was
Ken loved Firestar before any of you guys did.
Yeah, man. Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed off when I started reading comics and found out she wasn't in it. So what the hell?
She barely made the cut, but we voted her in. It's the most I've ever voted on anything in my life.
To get her into the New Warriors?
To get her into the X-Men. So they had 3 of the spots for last year's X-Men run were going to be decided by vote, and Firestar was on the ballot. So all the New Warriors people in my group, we all took to it because you could vote 15 times a day. And I voted 15 times a day for 20 days.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's what it takes.
Well, Shooter said the reason why she existed was because it was supposed to be the Human Torch in the TV show.
Right.
Some sort of copyright.
They didn't want to do the licensing
do
or
it.
something.
Yeah.
So they just made up a female character with the same powers called the Firestar.
I think we should do another new T-shirt other than just the 4% and 25 processing, and it should say dedication under it with Becker's picture on it.
Whatever, man. I like what I like. I read a lot of other comics.
Like maybe do Becker's Simpsonized dedication, and then the other one with the Flintstone one with 4% and 25 shipping.
I just happen to have this New Warrior.
That's cool.
Right there. Look at that. There you go.
What is that?
It's a nice New Warrior.
Jeff's getting that cover. Oh my god.
What's it, Jeff?
No, it's a New Warriors book. It's from issue number 3. Just
one of my favorite issues.
Yeah. It's got nice
Thinker gets hired by Gentech to test the Warriors' powers.
This is like the end of the first arc. Is that what it was, or
It kind of starts an arc that goes through the whole series, and then Fabian wrapped it up in the last issue. Right. He has of Volume 1. Mad Thinker shows up and explains why. He gave them the riddle. He gives them at the end of issue 3.
Oh.
Which was, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck?
Correct.
If a woodchuck could chuck it.
Dastardly.
Lion on the team. Marcus wants to know.
Marcus, I miss Lion on the team. Is Miss Lion? Who the hell is Miss Lion?
Don't know.
I really wish that had been like a Bart Simpson thing, and I just said something dirty because I was like,
Amanda Hug and Kiss. Is Amanda Hug and Kiss in this issue?
Jeff is looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Right, exactly.
Oh God.
I had a buddy of mine. I used to go to NASCAR races, and he used to go with me, but he didn't really like it. He didn't like it, so he made up a driver. He used to walk around. People would say, "Who's your favorite driver?" He'd say, "Craven Moorhead."
Yeah, they are talking
and
about.
So many people thought it was a real. Oh, really? Yeah, he races ARCA or something like that.
Yeah, please don't say that out loud to your family. Well, I mean, when you have real drivers who are named Dick Trickle, I mean,
exactly. Craven Moorhead doesn't sound so bad when Dick Trickle is out there. Hey, easy with Dick Trickle.
I actually have an action figure of Miss Lion on my desk, but it's on the other side, and I don't want to knock a bunch of stuff over.
You have an action figure of Miss Lion. I have an action figure of Mole Man.
Nice.
Not the mole man you think.
Hans Molman.
Not
We
your
also have
dad.
a Firestar statue.
Ooh, look at that Firestar statue. That's pretty.
Wait, I want to see.
Hold on, blow it up. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
man. I like that. That's way sexy.
I'd
that
say that
an
outfit is.
outfit?
I'd say that outfit is painted on, but it sort of goes without saying.
Yeah.
Is there an Iceman that goes with that?
Who's the what's the company that made that one, Becker?
I think it's Diamond's company did that one. It was one of those.
Diamond Direct or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Diamond Select.
Oh, look at this. Look at that Ultra.
Almost there. Just got to futz with it for a little bit.
Just make sure you make the sounds. That's all that matters.
Ultraman sounds or the futzing sounds?
What sounds does Ultraman make? I don't even.
He makes some kind of laser sound. I know that. I don't think I can do it. Where he does his what's it called? Something beam. Shoot.
Anthony says that statue is hot, and then Marcus says diamonds erect.
I think it's Diamond Direct.
Oh God.
Oh boy, it's one of those shows.
As the Marvel Gallery Firestar 10-inch PVC action figure.
So Ken's ordering it because he just found it.
No, I found it yesterday. I'm not ordering it. I would love to collect stuff like that, but I'd have to buy another house.
Yeah.
I've started collecting those a little more. I think it's starting to attract me a little more than the art does. Like they just released a really nice Rogue and Gambit one together that's going to be just as big as my Mary Jane and Peter one.
Nice chromey Ultraman.
Nice.
All chromed out. Oh, I saw something I need to do.
The first MegaCon that we did, I have a pretty big statue of Thanos, and Jeff has or had, I don't know if he still has it. He had a Captain America.
The hot toy. I had the hot toy battle damaged.
We set them up on a table right in the middle of our booth, and it just looked like they were staring down each other, kind of thing. And so many people came by and were like taking pictures of it, and it was crazy.
Every day I would change the pose. Like on day 2, because how horrible our day 1 at that show went. I basically had Cap like on his knees, just like hands down, just like he's about to get his ass kicked.
All right, Warlock.
By the end. Warlock, that's right. Warlock. That's half Adam Warlock. No, I'm just kidding. All alien from the mechanical world. Warlock, whatever he's from.
Jonathan said, "Super cool Ultraman. Thank you."
Nice.
This is on a 9x12, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes.
Speaking of stuff on my desk, I got that speedball ring too.
That's the one your buddy made, right?
Yeah.
God, I love
Nobody
it.
made this. And it's made out of a first appearance of Speedball. He used science to turn it into a ruby. First, he burned it, took the ashes, made them into a synthetic ruby, and then inlaid it on this ring made out of quarters. And he used the exact amount of quarters that it would have cost you to get the first appearance of Speedball when it came out $1.75. And he's got a video of the making of it on YouTube. It's called Evil Lair Projects and Builds the Speedball Ring.
Was that with the first
He
appearance?
destroyed a comic, but he made it into something else with science.
The first appearance of Speedball was in like it was like a really
ASM Annual 20.
Yeah, that's right.
23, 22.
I was like, because I was like $1.75. I'm like, for that time, I was like, oh, that's right. It was an annual. I was like, that's why it was so expensive.
And then him and another buddy of mine sent me this ring with another copy of the book because I don't own enough.
That's awesome.
Well, and they listen, and they increased the value by destroying the book. So, one less out there.
Now he makes some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it's smart people do stuff like that. I just, buy stuff like that.
Yes, that is true. It was called Penance, but he's no longer Penance. Thank goodness.
Bond, did you say?
Yeah, he was like he made a suit that punished him when he activated his powers and injected needles into him.
Kinky.
One for every person he killed at Stamford for the kickoff to Civil War. It was a really bad idea.
That's so bananas.
Yeah, they made him a cutter. Like literally, like he would cut himself and hurt himself.
That's so crazy.
Well, listen, that whole
way to go,
Civil War,
Marvel.
yeah, that Civil War thing was, I mean, for comics, that was just such a violent, crazy thing to do.
If you want the first appearance to that human spider, it is, I believe it's Civil War: The Initiative, issue 11.
Was that the storyline, or was it Secret Wars, the second Secret Wars? Where you might know this, Becker, because you read a lot of comics. I don't remember. I just remember reading it, where they were in the sewers and they were hiding, and Punisher sees a couple of villains, and
That's Civil War.
He just shoots them.
And then Cap beats
and then
the
Captain
living
America
heck out of him.
beats the snot out of him, and he turns to him and he says, "Why won't you fight back?" And Frank Castle says, "Because you didn't do anything wrong."
No, they asked him, why didn't you didn't even lift a finger to stop him? And he said, that's Captain America. When he beats you up, you take it.
Yeah. Well, he said he didn't do anything wrong. Like it was like, it's his mentality. Like, yeah, he didn't commit a crime. There's no reason to kill him. So he just stood there and took an ass whooping from Captain America.
So Becker, did you see Anthony said that he was holding the cover to that book in his hands this weekend. It was a Franz Romita Sr. cover to that Speedball first appearance.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's a big one. Too rich for my blood.
Mm.
Well, Matt bringing out the heavy guns for Warlock here.
Yeah, he's got to get the big markers out.
Get the chisel.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, as a Sienkiewicz kind of creation, I feel like it's appropriate too to get a little looser and let the ink decide what he's going to look like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is my correct Warlock and Magic piece by Alex Riegel.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, not the other one was done this way, and it had her on the bottom, and then it had just Adam Warlock at the top like this. And he showed. I was like, that's not the right Warlock. No, that's not what I was going for.
Actually, the last Speedball related piece of art I got was from Anthony on this show. I got that old man Logan or dead man Logan where it's old man Speedball. That was pretty awesome.
I read that series. I don't remember Old Man Speedball.
Yeah, in Dead Man Logan issue 9, they find because they detonate them. They detonate Speedball to get away from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's $80K. Well,
yeah, just $80,000. You could own that cover. I mean, come on. They only ever interacted on that sketch that Alex Rigel did for me. That was the only time they ever interacted.
They're both Marvel characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'd love to have Anthony back for another Wheel of Deals. We'll definitely do one of those soon. Jonathan wants to know, here's your chance to educate the public, Becker. How does Speedball powers work?
Kinetic-based energy. So the problem with old man Speedball is he had built too much up inside of him that he could no longer control or safely release and would detonate essentially. So Forge was keeping him in a Speedball like safe room that was keeping his powers from both killing him and others. And that's kind of always been the gimmick with Speedball is he's never been able to control his powers, but they're activated by kinetic force. So if you walk up to Speedball when he's Robbie Bald, when you punch him, bubbles go everywhere and he starts bouncing.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
You jerk.
Loaded up. As soon as you started talking, I was like, yep.
I know. I knew something was coming too. And I was like, that's why I kind of grimaced at first. I was like, I don't want to tell this guy this.
Oh, I love Speedball. I don't know anything about him.
Everybody loves Speedball.
When people tease me about liking Speedball, I always say, well, who's your favorite hero and how high does he bounce?
Human Spider asked who would win, Speedball or Bouncing Boy from Legion. And Jim Shooter
Speedball.
would definitely say Jim Shooter would definitely say it depends on who's writing the book or whose book
That's
it
right.
is.
That's right. Who would bounce higher, Speedball or Tigger? Because that's what Tiggers do.
Tigger. Duh.
That's what Tiggers do.
What would happen if, well, Gambit and Speedball shook hands really vigorously? Right?
Right, yeah.
They kind of charge each other, right? I was thinking of another thing they could do that would charge each other.
Let's not go down that.
Nope,
This is a family show,
program.
Matt.
Hey! Hey!
Oh man.
Speedball has to ask. He can't afford it.
So what makes and Cannonball? What are his exact powers, Becker? I'm just gonna go.
Oh yeah,
He has a blast field that allows him to. I mean, at first he couldn't really change directions very easily, but later on he kind of mastered that, and they even experimented with having him shoot the blast field out of his hands.
And he's indestructible. When he's
Guthrie.
He's indestructible.
Is this just going to become a quiz, Becker, on who has what powers?
Yeah,
he's indestructible when he's using his powers.
When he has his blast field, correct.
So is Speedball a mutant, or did he get his?
No, Speedball got his powers the old-fashioned way. He was interning as a high school student in a scientific lab and got caught in a.
He got bit by a radioactive rubber ball.
Why are you trying to troll me? No, him and Niels, he was chasing Niels the cat, and him and Niels both got exposed to the Speedball force or whatever.
So Marcus says he has radioactive balls. Wait, what?
You guys are the worst.
The Speedball force.
So he's a high school teenage boy chasing cats and becomes a superhero
in a high-level scientific lab, as one does when they're a teenager.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, I like that story.
Yeah, it's essentially Peter Parker's story.
Yeah, it's funny because you'd think that the person who created Speedball would have. Oh wait, they did. That's right. It is the same person that created
Steve Ditko. What did he ever amount to?
Yeah,
just created Speedball, the coolest character.
So wait, so what? Do you know anything about Squirrel Girl? What radio? Did she go to a scientific lab where they were experimenting on squirrels to get her powers?
No, she's a mutant.
Oh, she's a mutant. Okay, I thought there was a formula here. I was going to try and break
with
down.
Really terrible makeup in that first appearance. Did like Kiss Army, eyes going on.
She looked like Danhausen.
Do you know who she dated at one point, though, Jeff?
Speedball. Yeah, of course. Who didn't she date?
So there.
Oh, wait, isn't that rather incestuous? I mean, both children of Ditko getting it on. I'm just saying.
I think in Steve Ditko fashion, he wouldn't consider them his children. He would consider them independent creations that he's no longer affiliated with.
That's kind of, I guess, why I don't think he had any kids. I think that explains it. I think he would pretty much, once he had a kid, he would have just wiped his, been like, all right, go off into the world.
Well, I'm done here. Here's a gun and some ammo. Good luck, little baby.
Yeah.
A subway token and a pistol. Have at it.
My job was over at
conception. Property.
Yeah, my job was over at conception.
Give a kid a loaded gun and a copy of Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead and boot him out into the woods.
You're probably actually not that far off than what he was going to do. It's kind of the whole idea behind that, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
Just
can we come up with who had the worst origin story in superheroes?
I thought we just did.
I don't know. That's just Spider-Man regurgitating.
There is literally a character called NFL Super Pro. Don't at me here.
Hey. Don't hate on Super Pro.
Everybody hates on Super Pro.
Because they can't use him.
Well, exactly. Well, there's bad origin stories, then there's derivative ones. There's all,
what's a bad one? Give me a bad one.
I'm trying to think.
The most outlandish superhero origin story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, 7-Eleven man.
7-Eleven.
Not to be confused with gas stations. He predates that.
What about
7-Eleven man was a golden age hero.
What about Kite Man? What's his origin story?
He likes kites.
Well, there you go. That's a dumb question. Kite Man.
I was I happen to have a copy of Marvel Universe right here. I was just going to flip and see if I could find somebody. Has anybody ever heard of Gypsy Moth?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Gypsy Moth. I was gonna see if I could.
What's first appearance of Gypsy Moth?
Spider-Woman number 10. And her origin was in Spider-Woman 48. So, wow, we didn't even know where she came from for a good 38 issues.
How did we make it that long?
I don't know. Obviously,
Jonathan Tan, I actually collect Great Lake Adventures art, too. Maybe I am the problem.
Punisher, that's not a bad origin story.
How about Guardsman? Guardsman used to be a police sergeant before he became the security for Project Pegasus.
How did Forbush Man get his powers? I don't know.
Didn't he put a pot on his head?
Wow, that's a bad origin story right there.
On the one hand, Warlock's fun to draw and easy because you can just kind of go wild But on the other hand, I could sit here and noodle for.
Oh,
I could
exactly.
make this take 20 hours if I wanted to.
And then by the time you're done, it would just be a completely black piece of paper with a little bit of light through it.
That might be the easier way, is to draw a whole big black shape and then come back in with white.
Exactly.
Which I probably will do here.
Doesn't everybody have like at least one comic book character that like most people don't care for that they have an affinity for?
Probably.
I would think so.
Iceman.
I mean, yeah, Ken likes Iceman.
Yeah.
Bacon likes I don't know. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know if either one of the characters that you collect the most are. I mean,
Yeah,
Zatanna,
but my favorite teams are Secret Six and Thunderbolts. So
yeah, there you go.
I always like Madcap.
Oh, yeah.
But they did bring Madcap back and used him quite a bit in Deadpool.
Yeah.
well, guys, we could
out of Venom, right? Venom just birthed them.
Didn't Madcap have that like bubble gun that drove people crazy?
It was actually his. You're going to play the nerd clip. Actually.
Well, now he is.
The funny part is that I know too, and I was setting Matt up.
Yeah, it's not the gun, it's his eyes. He does have great powers. He's essentially got Deadpool's healing ability, and he can make people go bananas. And he's also psychotic. Great character. And he dresses like a clown.
That was me just fishing.
Right.
I can't understand a word you said the whole time.
Did you eat some peanut butter or something?
Yeah, you sound like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of your mouth.
Oh my God, we could go through this all day, but as you guys know, we were a little over, but that's okay. We were having some fun tonight. Matt did some great sketches. We have some art, guys. Everybody remember that art is going to be available on 4ccomicart@gmail.com. Thank everybody who watched tonight. Thank you, Matt, for doing some awesome artwork. You want to show off everything you did tonight real quick on maybe?
Yeah.
So we can get a good
Also,
look at it.
we'll throw out there. I've got. Wait, where'd it go? One more. Somewhere. Well, I have. Oh, there they are. I have 3 of these 15-minute sketches I did, and the first 3 page orders will get one of these.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
So
if you want to reach out to us after the show for anything we showed tonight, before we put them up on the site, but they will be on the site this week, guys. So don't miss your chance to own a cool piece of art that has it's pretty much its first time being available.
yeah, there's Wolverine, Venom, and Punisher.
Yeah.
And there's almost done Warlock.
That's one.
Getting there.
We got the cool Green Goblin on the blank. Very cool.
Battle damage Spidey, Deadpool, and Ultraman.
Sweet
Nice. So we want to thank Matt very much for joining us tonight and doing some cool artwork. And always thank you to Becker and Chris Bacon for being here, and Ken for making everything happen. And we will see you guys next Tuesday night for another live show for 4C Comics. And until then, everybody have a great night. Bye.
Thanks.